Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop, Season 6, Episode 14. This is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Reality Bites. It starts off with the ladies are still in Jamaica. They're in the water, beautiful, clean water, thank you God. And they're trying to learn how to surf. Everyone's essentially falling except for Mimi. Mimi's not doing much, so she's not doing too much falling. Uh, I think it was Tammy that was just like, help, help, I need help. And there goes Melissa with two helping hands. Now they're back on the beach and they're just kind of going over the fact that Jessica died. I'm so happy how she's in love. She's in love, she's in love, she's in love. While Karlie, they're going through her tragic love life, her tragic, fake, but let's say it's real love life of her always wanting Jock or always kind of wanting to piggyback off of Jock and how she appreciated the apology even though she never technically got an apology from him in the first place. Oh yeah, these are my official recording glasses. These are polarized. I don't have to worry about the lights no more. I am good. So Karlie's talking about that mess. She's doing all this yip yapping about how Caesar, he's great. He's a real man. He doesn't play games. I said, he doesn't play games yet. We've seen Caesar in action, so let's say that this is a new relationship, new him. That's what we're going to go by, at least for now. Okay, now, Mimi, she gets this phone call, and as soon as she got that phone call, I said, oh, this is a setup. Because you can't tell me that that phone call wasn't planted. She went there, the camera was ready to pan on her. So while Karlie's talking about all this stuff about Jock and apologizing how she should move on to Caesar, Mimi comes back and Karlie's like, okay, what's wrong? Everyone knows that something's wrong. Mimi's upset because Eva called her. It's like, wait a minute, how's she called? She's 7 years old. She knows how to use the phone. I said, definitely true. She says she has to get on a flight back to the U.S. and to Atlanta, to be more specific, because Eva said that Joseline is there. I said, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So Mimi's like, I have to go because Stevie already knows that Joseline's not supposed to be around our daughter. And everyone's like, oh my gosh. You know, the trip was going oh so well until that happened. I said, no. The trip was going great, period. Now, we see Rod, he goes and meets up with Logan because he's having a conversation with Logan. Rod doesn't believe Logan when he's saying, you know, I've been smashing Jasmine for years now, regardless of what Jasmine's saying. And I'm saying, I can see that. I can see that. I could also see him lying. It's that weird thing of, I don't know if I fully believe everything that he's saying because I feel like all of this is a scam and a sham. Now, Logan says, you know what? If I wasn't smashing her, why wouldn't I know that she went from the Clifton to the Buckhead apartment? And it was like, oh, wait a minute. That just happened. The Kirk was paying for the apartment, you know, in 2016 up until a certain time. So, yeah, that actually sounds like it makes sense. And so I said, uh-oh, uh-oh. Next off, he's saying how he actually was having sex with Jasmine in 2015. They were done around, let's say, September 2015. September 15th, 2015. And Rod said, wait a minute, but Jasmine had the baby in July of 2016 or something like that. I said, that storyline actually kind of lines up. Like, it's a little far-fetched, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities, as long as what he's saying is true, because he also said August. I said, okay, you're doing too much. But if we're going to go and say July, then maybe, just maybe, it happened. But he said, wait a minute, but why are you coming around now? He also says that Jasmine lied to him and said that she wanted money for an abortion. She wanted money for an abortion, which she said she had one. And Rod is commiserating the information saying, well, she did say that she had an abortion. I just assumed it was mine. I said, wait a minute. Why are we in this so-called committed relationship and yet she's having an abortion even though you're going to jail? This doesn't make any sense. Now I said this is a fool because now Rod's trying to be like, oh, you're trying to call me blue. Oh, you're trying to call me Nick. I looked at these men like, you need to grow up. You need to grow up. Get over this. Rod doesn't even seem like the type that would go and fight. He really doesn't. He doesn't seem like the type that would go and physically fight. So I said, we can stop boasting. Logan seems like he has the chip on the shoulder, so he may go and do it. Mimi is now at Stevie J's house at his domicile. Why? Because she needs to go and figure out why is Joseline going and being around Eva. Stevie says, I made sure that I never intentionally had Joseline over when Eva was over. Now he said, is it possible that Savannah and Sade went and had Joseline, brought Eva to Joseline? It's possible. It's possible. Meaning said, I need to be very clear. What is going on? Why it's almost seemed like you're trying to go and get roped back into a relationship where this woman went and said horrible things about your daughter, and not your daughter, about you in relation to your daughter. So why are you even entertaining the thought of being with her again? This doesn't make any sense. I said, that's true. It doesn't make any sense. It's idiotic. It truly is insanity. It truly is. Everyone sees that they're slowly finding their way back together except for them. Well, except for Stevie, because Joseline has other plans. So Mimi said, I had to go and get an order of protection. But apparently I can't do that unless I have Eva in the court case, in the courtroom for the court case, in which I'm not sure if I want to go that route. Her having to testify, I'm not sure if I want to do that to her. So I'm going to give you the option of going and talking to Joseline yourself. By doing that, and make sure that she stays far away from our daughter, then I'll be fine. But if you can't get it together, I may have to just go and, drag our daughter through the courts in order to make sure she's protected. Now we're at Karlie Red's house. Why? Because Jessica Dime's there. Jessica Dime's there. Because Jessica Dime's so happy. She's in love. She's in love. She's in love. And this pseudo party is sponsored by La Marita. Peach La Marita. I said, Lord Jesus, we're not doing this shameless advertising. Okay, I see it, Mona. I mean, Miss Mona Scott Young. I see it, Miss Mona Scott Young. I see you. I see what you're doing here. A party for two. All that food for a party of two. And Jessica talks about how she's so happy that she's with her dude, and she wants to know how does the long distance relationship thing work with Karlie and Caesar, because she understands why it works for her dude, because she actually trusts him. And she brought up the fact that Sean said that he's never going to cheat on her and never has, and she believes him. He's never did anything to make her feel a certain way. She understands that if he breaks her trust, then that's different. But she's not going to go and act crazy just because. And I'm so happy that Jessica's really in love. She's in love. She loves this man. You can tell she loves this man. She loves this man. Karlie's talking about how if Jock go and does right by her, and we're thinking, wait, why would you say that if your relationship's done and you're happy with Caesar? It never makes sense. We know it never makes sense. It never makes sense. Why? Because it never makes sense. How can it possibly make sense? It's Karlie Red. So we're going to talk about that a little more later. Now we see Stevie J. He's going in. He's communicating with Bonnie Bella. He's happy with his daughter. And Joseline comes through. Joseline comes through made up like she's... I said, Joseline, are you going to be performing somewhere? Or what are you doing here? Joseline comes in and things get crazy. Bonnie goes with the nanny because Joseline has some things that she needs to discuss. Now Stevie wants to have his daughters speak to Joseline, and Joseline apologized. Joseline says, you know what, I was wrong. I'll go and apologize. I wasn't the only one that was wrong, but hey, I'll go and apologize. I said, okay, just go with that train of thought. Joseline goes and gives Stevie presents because in her confessional, she's talking about how, at the end of the day, maybe when Stevie was going to talk to me about going and bringing back to the house, that I was okay with it. I wasn't okay with it then, but maybe I should be okay with it now because that idea wasn't so bad. So now in these boxes, they're wedding rings. When I tell you I was done with the episode at that moment, I was done. I checked out. That was it. So Joseline wants to get back with Stevie J, wants them to be married again. Stevie had this look of, I just finally broke free. I just finally broke free. And then you want me to go and, no. But I'm not going to say that in front of your face, because now we're also talking about Joseline wants to work with him again with Danger's Own Latina, and Stevie's happy about that. So right now he's going to let Joseline say whatever she wants. Joseline doesn't want Estelita there. She doesn't want Estelita there working with Stevie J. She doesn't trust that he's working with another woman for good reasons, obviously. Stevie J has a horrible track record doing that, at least on camera. And she tells him, you need to fire her. He says, well, there's contracts. That's fine. Contracts are meant to be broken. You need to go and handle that and make sure that I'm there when you go and do it. Side note, I'm watching the BET Awards. I will be reviewing it. Of course, I will be reviewing Power as well. Trust and believe. But, I don't know. I feel like this BET Awards isn't giving us much reason to go and watch. So, we're going to see how Stevie handles all of this, because I really don't think Stevie wants this. And the fact that he's open, this is insanity. This is insanity. They finally seem to be on a better track, and now they're gonna double back. No, Mimi's still irked with the whole Joseline seeing Eva, so she goes and talks to Estelita. She goes and talks to the Panamanian goddess, and Estelita, she wants to go and say, I don't understand why Karlie has a problem with me. Which is true. From the jump, Karlie overreacted. She did. And so Estelita is irritated because she's trying to figure out why has Karlie consistently gone and done things to me and been shady, and I haven't done anything to her, at least initially. I said it's true. Karlie's trying to rep for Joseline, who isn't even repping for anyone else except for herself, so it doesn't make any sense. Mimi's happy. Not with the Karlie thing, because she figures, so Estelita, how have you been going? Oh, it's been very professional. We've actually been in the studio working on songs. I said, now here's the problem with Love and Hip Hop. If that's the case, within the next 2 episodes, if I don't see a clip, at least a 2-3 minute clip of Estelita and Stevie J in the studio working together, that's how I know this show. I'm really not trying to use that T word. I don't understand how it's called Love and Hip Hop, but where's the music? She's saying she's working with him on music, and yet we're not seeing that. You can go and also create this fake storyline of, oh, well, we're not really doing anything together, or are we? Fine, do that as well. But at least, So Mimi's thinking, maybe I can go and use this to my advantage. Estelita, I'd rather have her as a potential, stepmother to Eva than Joseline. So Mimi's going to do everything she can to try and steer Estelita into Stevie J's arms. But Estelita also wants to know, is Stevie J that bad as people are saying? Yes. What's going on with Karlie? Can we fix this? Because even though she gets on my nerves and she's really messy, which it's really bad when someone doesn't know you that well, automatically pinpoints the fact that you're that messy already. That's bad. That's very bad. Now, Karlie, on the other hand, she's having Caesar over. She goes, she gets her black Lil Bo Peep has lost her sheep wig, puts it on. She's also wearing this, it's not even lace. It's like a Fashion Nova version of a fishnet dress. That's exactly what it is, a Fashion Nova version of a black fishnet dress. And I will say the food did look good. I don't know if it's because they put that HD filter on or whatever, but the food looked seasoned that she was cooking. I said, okay, Karlie, you can do something. You can do something in the kitchen. She greets Caesar. Remember, she told Jessica Dime that or the other ladies, that she hasn't been having sex with Caesar at all. She's been trying a new approach. Now, Caesar's like, okay, this is cute and all, but here's the deal. I'm not going to go and act like what you did was cool. What do you mean, baby? That whole stunt you tried to pull by Brand, having me around, showing me up to your ex, that was a mess. And then I go and see on social media that you're going on trips with your ex. I look foolish. I looked foolish. I was back in the city and people were clowning me. I said, now Caesar, people clowned you for other reasons. People don't even believe that this Karlie Red thing's real. So how are people clowning you for this? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Mind you, Karlie apologizes because she says, yes, I know I just tried to lie and say that I didn't try to use you to make Jock jealous, but I did because she was like, I want to show him what a real man looks like. You a real man. I looked at her as if, you really think this is going to work on? And it does. It works on him, but he says, don't try that mess again on me. I said, okay. Okay. He goes, hoists her up, puts her over his shoulder, and then easily, in my opinion, carries her upstairs. I said, while slapping her in the butt. I said, oh, okay. Karlie, you may need to keep this one. Don't mess this one up. Like, I don't think it'll last. Obviously not. But, for obvious reasons. But, that was interesting. Now we see Rod, he's talking to Jasmine. He's basically figured out that Jasmine's been cheating on him, even though they're supposed to have been together since, what, 2012 or 2010. And Jasmine acknowledges, yeah, she had sex with Logan, but it was actually in 2014, not 2015. So, of course, I couldn't have been Logan can't be the father. Rod doesn't believe her, but he also said, so you slept with him in 2014? Yeah. We were together at that time, on and off, whatever, but that was supposed to be a long time. We've been together for a couple of years. So you had sex with this dude, and you were smashing this dude while we were supposed to be in a relationship, a committed relationship. She said, well, yeah. I'm thinking, wait a minute, but you were also smashing someone else on the side, so let's not go and do this. Don't think that I forgot about Kiara, or Kiana, whatever her name is, because she's not on screen. I didn't forget about that. But, now he wants a DNA test. He wants a DNA test. He needs that in order to know, is Kirk really the father? Did we do all this just to go and get some money out of some dude who really isn't the dad? Were you really just lying on me about the entire situation? I don't know. What I do know is I didn't know Jessica Dime was still doing music. I didn't. Jessica said her dude's overseas training and she was actually in the studio grinding, working on her music. I said, okay, Jessica, I'm glad that you put the forefront on, something positive. We didn't hear much of the music, which irritated me. I said, no, this isn't good promotion. I need to hear more of it. Now, Sarah is here at this, I guess, mixtape release, we can call it. And Sarah's talking about, because Karlie said, okay, you're here, earn your keep. Talk, what's going on with your relationship? Well, I'm still in the same house with the dude, with her husband, and at the end of the day, he is the father to the kids, so for the kids' sake, we're trying to commiserate. No, not commiserate. Trying to keep it status quo. Stick to stuff I can't believe I just did that. High School Musical. Anyway, she was saying that it's weird because it's like a stranger in my house, and we're really not cool, we're really not friends, and all of that's great. All of that's great. Jessica's happy. She's happy with her relationship. She's a little concerned because she's trying to figure out, Lord, this whole marriage thing, I guess it does change people. I just have to put trust in the old dude. Karlie Red's still there with the Lobo Peep wig. And in comes Estelita because she was invited. Melissa got first, ran over and said, hey, babe, you looking good. Yeah, you looking good. Karlie's like, Lord, Empanada's back. Empanada's back. I'm done. Now, the thing is, Karlie says, you know what, I want to go and talk to you. I want to go and talk to you and acknowledge the fact that I was wrong. Initially, when I was dealing with you, I shouldn't have done what I did, which was go and talk greasy and act greasy. And I was trying to go and defend my friend, but it wasn't necessary. It was like, yeah, because I didn't understand why you were coming at me when I didn't do anything to you. It just didn't make sense to me. And I thought, oh my gosh, are they having a grown moment? But wait for it.
I'm in the middle of the Jocelyn's right here. And I'm like, but you don't have to be in the middle of nothing. Why did you care if Stevie signed?
That's it, right. As Salita was trying to say, why do you care if Stevie signed an artist? It's just kind of messy of you to go and do that. You just said that you didn't want to be in the middle of something, but you put yourself in the middle of something by going and taking a side and trying to act a certain way towards me. So then, because she's upset, Karlie Red she goes and hits Estelita with some fruit. We're at the club, she hits Estelita with some fruit. Estelita's like, I'm not about to be punked out here in these streets. Jessica Dime stays clear because she has no not at my album, not my mixtape, not my song release party. Not today. I'm thinking, you kind of crashed a couple of parties in your heyday, so that glow up doesn't mean you're immune from the sins of the past. It's interesting though. Estelita was trying to hit Karlie with some water or with some alcohol, and it got Sierra. So then now Sierra went and was trying to attack Estelita. Mimi the whole time's on the couch just shuffling from side to side like, oh, you're fine over there? Okay, we're going the other side. Oh, you're fine over there? They took Karlie. The security guards, hoisted Karlie up in the air, and I said, oh, watch Karlie. Karlie's going to do the most. She's going to do the most because now there's no way she'll possibly get into a fight with Estelita. Now, the fight was a lot more dramatic than what we saw because they released a full version. I said, ooh, Karlie, Karlie, I don't know, Karlie. I don't think that fight was for you. I don't. Now, Dime apologizes because she's like, I didn't expect all this to happen. Sierra said, I don't have time for this. I really have to go home to foolishness. I didn't expect to come out here for foolishness, even though I'm thinking, we're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but okay. Now, Melissa's like, wait, baby, wait, where you coming? Are you okay? I know it was crazy, right? No, just lay your chest on my, just lay here. It's okay, baby. Mimi's like, I'm sorry, I had no idea that was gonna happen. I don't understand why that happened. I don't get it. So then Melissa chimes in and says, well, Karlie took sides because she's friends with Joseline, and Joseline was just like, if Stevie's worked with anyone, if Stevie's and now Mimi's like, oh, see, Joseline, and you better not go and defend that. You better not go and defend her because this is what she always does. When she goes and gets in the middle of things, this is when problems start, and you better not say nothing, Melissa, because you're always trying to defend that. What? So, Mimi. Breathe in. Stevie J's at this dinner with his daughters. Joseline comes in. The daughters said, look, Joseline was trash for what she said in the past. We'll let her talk, but if she gets out of line, then things may go left. Joseline, she gets there, and she does what she needs to do. She does apologize, and I do believe her. Joseline acts bipolar sometimes, so I believe when she's having her sincere moments and when she's having her Looney Tune moments. Joseline was crying because she was acknowledging that she's sorry that she hurt them, but then she flipped the script and said, but Stevie did some stuff, because she wasn't blaming the girls. Now, I want to make sure this is very clear. She was never blaming the girls. She was blaming Stevie and saying that he did some stuff, and that's why she was just so hurt with this whole saying that she was pregnant and him treating her this way, because the first time he made her have an abortion. No! You chose to have the abortion, even though Stevie made it very easy for you to do so. He did not support you. So because he wasn't going to support you, and at the time you felt like it wasn't the best career move, you chose to do it. And of course it hurt you because it should have hurt you. But let's not act like, oh, Stevie was the one that forced you to do it. If you didn't do it, then life would have been over for you. There would have been no Puerto Rican princess. There would have been things would have been different, yes. But maybe it would have worked out for the better. Honestly, who knows? But, so there was that. And then things took a turn because Joseline's trying to get all this other stuff out and trying to say, well, your father did this. You told me some things that your father did. So why are you trying to act like this? And Savannah said, wait a minute. Yes, we talked about him to you, of course, because we thought you could be a good confidant. But clearly, you went after the kids, and that's our problem. How are you going to go after my sister? You think I'm going to be okay with that? And then she starts to get up, and she's like, you know what? I'm tired of you. You bleep, bangs the tables, like, I'm going to fire. And then she's walking down the hallway. The security got her. She gets hit in the wall. This is Savannah. And then Joseline says something to the effect of, to production, oh, did you make her do that? Did you go and make her do that? Was that you? Was that you? I looked at this like, really? We're really going there? We're really gonna say the production did this? We're really gonna act like Savannah doesn't have a reason to be upset, and that Sade also doesn't have a reason to be upset, even though Sade is the more level-headed one. Now, obviously, Joseline would win in a fight. Let's be real. Joseline would win if there was a real fight. I'm glad that there wasn't one. I'm really glad there wasn't one. Please like, comment, subscribe. I don't like that Stevie took so long to get up from the table to go and get his daughter, though. That had me looking at him like, really, man? Really?